Hey everyone, it's Laura here from Laura's Creative Pages and Cards, and we are on to the 31st card out of 31 cards from the 31 cards that we made over 31 days. And here we go with the last one, birthday wishes. We need this balloon print here cut at 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then we need this nectarine piece cut at 1 1/4 by 2 3/8, and this white daisy is 1 1/8 by 2 1/4, and then just a scrap little piece of white daisy to stamp on the hearts. Alright, so we're going to start by attaching this balloon print to the card front, and it's best when we're putting a full piece on to open the card up. Then we're going to add on all the adhesive that we need to hold on an entire card, an entire piece of paper that fits the card front, lining up in that bottom corner, pressing it down firm once I've got it there. Then I can rotate it and line it up and press it on down. Whilst it's open still, I'm going to grab my journal pen here, and I'm just going to add on the journal border, which I'm pretty sure you'll all be experts by now. So just holding it firmly in my fingers, I just drag my hand down my mat and I just put that journal border on. Alright, next we need to get onto the stamping. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the birthday wishes. This here is stamped in raspberry. So we've got the curvy birthday that we've straightened out on the block, just getting that fairly straight, inking it up in the raspberry and stamping it towards the top of that white daisy rectangle there, so I can see where I'm going with our clear blocks. Next I'm going to stamp on the wishes. This one's already preloaded as well in the raspberry ink, and I'm going to stamp that beneath the birthday. Okay, now that that's stamped, let's put them to the side for a minute. Then I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of white daisy, and then what I'm going to do is grab the little tiny wee heart off of the carrier sheet here. So there it is. I love that we've been able to use every single one of these icons off the stamp set over the 31 days. Using the nectarine ink, I'm just going to stamp 3 little sweet love hearts onto the white daisy, and they're going to be put aside to be cut out. Okay, with the birthday wishes, I'm just going to cut this into a mini little banner, or dovetailing, as we've done all throughout the series. So I'm just trimming out those little triangles there. And once they're out, I'm just going to place it on top of the nectarine and hold it in place. And then I'm just going to use that as my guide to then trim out the excess here and then create a lovely matting for the birthday wishes. So just dovetailing this nectarine piece as well to match the birthday wishes piece. Okay, so that is pretty much it for this card, just putting it together the last bits. So I'm going to attach the nectarine piece to the card front, and I'm going to line up with the very top of the card and just set it inwards a little bit from the right hand side. Then I'm going to attach this birthday wishes directly on top of it, which is looking great. And of course we can't leave it like that, we need to finish it off with a little bit of a journal border. So just grabbing my journal pen, and I'm just going to go around the outside of just the white daisy piece, just so that it stands out and pops. I love this particular card because it's really letting the hero paper shine through the balloon print. I think it's beautiful. And just taking these little wee hearts that have been pre-cut out, I think they just add that tiny little extra bit of wow to the card. Rather than leaving it, you know, flat and plain, we're just going to add these 3 little sweet hearts to the front of the card using the foam tape. So it is a little bit fiddly. We have to cut little tiny squares of foam tape and fit them onto the back of each of these tiny hearts. So I just use my scissors as a guide, as an aid, to pick that foam tape off of my finger, and then I use it to position it in the back of the center of the hearts. And I just need to cut a 3rd little square off and fit that in the back there. And then we just go ahead and remove the backing tape and then fit that onto the cards, onto the card front beside each of the balloons. So that is the 31st card, the last one of this series finished. I sure do hope you've enjoyed this. Bye now.